Are you at that point in your business where you want to upscale and you need extra capital to make sure that the things you have in mind will be accomplished? I want you to come closer. Come closer. My name is Godwin Obane, the convener of the Upside Leadership and Business Conference here in the city of Abuja, which will be holding on the 20th to the 21st of March 2025, hosted by Discover You International and its Treasure House Ministries. I've heard people say a lot of time that their problem is capital. They need money to start their business, or they need money to upscale their business from one level to another. And I always tell them that your problem is not capital. Your problem is being credible. I hear about the story of a man who was traveling and called his 3 servants and gave them talents, 10, 5, and 2, and told them to trade till he comes back. When he came back, the ones that he gave 10 and 5 were able to double their money, but the one that was given 2 was not able to do the same. And he told the bosses some excuses. But what triggered my curiosity in that conversation was what the boss said. The boss said to him, "Wouldn't you have been able to give it to the money changers, which we call banks today? At least they will give me the minimum interest." That means banks have been known for giving the least interest ever. So I want to let you know something today, that whether you like it or yes, banks will continue to attract money even though they give the least interest. The question you should ask yourself is, why do we take our monies to the bank even though we know that they don't give as much interest as any other organization? It's because of their credibility. They are very trustworthy, and because of that, we go ahead and we give it to them. So the minute a human being can begin to develop the qualities that this bank have, the truth is we will attract investors just like the bank attracts investors. I've been able to put together 4 things that make the bank that strong and that credible. It is in the acronym bankable, or what I would call BANK. B for believable, A for accountable, N for negotiable, and K for knowledgeable. Let me start with the B. What is believable? Believability simply means your ability to be trustworthy. Can people trust you just like they trust the bank? When people want to keep their excess money, you'll notice that they take their money to the bank, and it's because they trust the bank. And trust actually comes with time. If you know somebody for a long time, the chances of you trusting them is higher. So the question somebody will ask me now is, if I want to get money from an investor that do not know me, so how do I develop trust, since trust is dependent on time? Simple. You look for someone who has invested time with that investor so that the person can lend you part of his trust capital in that negotiation. That's why I always advise business people to run all their transactions through the banks. The more you run your transactions through the bank, you develop trust. The part of the bank which has developed so much trust in the society is communicated to you. So as much as you run your business through the bank, you have been able to build a track record of credibility over the years. And when an investor sees how you've been able to manage your funds in the last 1, 2, 3, or 5 years, then they are more confident to give you their own fund. For example, if you started with 10 units, then later you moved it the second year to 10, 20 units, then to 100 units, and you move it to 1,000 units. When you want to move it to 10,000 units and you need extra funds, all you need to show the investor is how you built it from 10 to 1,000. And the only way the investor can trust you is because you use the bank transaction to convey your trust. The second one is accountability. Accountability simply means your ability to be responsible, and responsibility simply means your ability to be answerable. An average investor wants to find out is, who are you answerable to? Are you the alpha and omega of your organization? If that's the case, many investors will not trust their money in your hand. But if they know you have a board of directors, a board of trustees that somehow call you to accountability, then the chances of them giving you their money, since they know that you are not the one who take all the decisions in the organization, they are more prone to give you their money. If your board of directors are trustworthy people, if they have influence in the society, if they have something to lose, they are more prone to investing in you. The next one is negotiable. Negotiability simply means your ability to convey your thoughts. It's one thing to have good thoughts, it's a completely different thing to communicate those thoughts to your investors. The minute you are able to let them know what is in it for them, it increases their interest in giving you their money. One of the things many of us try to do sometimes is that we just want to ask people for money, but the truth is nobody wants to part with their hard-earned money. if they don't see what's in it for them. So the more you are able to let them know what's in it for them, the chances of you attracting the money in their hand. And the final one is knowledgeable. You need to show your investor that you know what you are doing. You need to show your investor you know where the market is. You need to show your investor that you know the margins. The margins are good enough for everybody to get a chunk out of it. If you are able to do all this, the chances of you gaining or attracting the money that you need will be very high. So the question I want to ask you today, are you ready to be bankable, believable, accountable, negotiable, and knowledgeable? If you do this, then that capital you need for the next phase of your business will definitely come into your space. I hope this helps. At the next Upsurge Leadership and Business Conference, myself and all our guest speakers will be helping you to navigate the hurdles that life will throw at you in your business, in your ministry, and all that you do. Just make sure you register for the conference by clicking on the link. It's absolutely free, but registration is compulsory, so it can help us manage the people that will be coming for that conference. I believe strongly that as you join us for this conference, your life will not remain the same. God bless you. See you at the conference.